Alright guys, back with another review on Maniac Cop from 1988 starring Tom Atkins and Bruce Campbell, which is a pretty cool set of people that I enjoy watching in all these other horror movies that I've seen them in. Now, Maniac Cop, the basic plot is there's a maniac cop out there killing people. And there's this really fun scene at the beginning where, like, this girl is about to get assaulted, but she fights back. And then she runs away. And there's that feeling of, like, oh man, she's gonna get away. And then, nope, the cop she goes to is a maniac cop. He's the killer. And he gets her. And I thought that even though the title is it easily tells you what the movie is about, I like that moment of her, like, going up to the cop and then realizing that she's not safe was really effective. And I thought that it worked because cops, like, of course there are crooked cops, of course there are, but I like that idea of cops that are evil because they have so much power. I think that's really cool. And I like how the movie, it's very fun and very silly. Like, it's a very silly movie, and I think it works too because it's so fun. And it's about Tom Atkins, who is on the case, trying to find the mystery of who this killer is. And I can watch Tom Atkins do any of these movies, and I like the fact that Tom Atkins in this one isn't the basic character that he is in most of his other movies. In every other movie I've seen him do that are horror movies, he's usually the horn dog that gets with every single girl in the movie. And in this one, he doesn't focus on that. He wants to be the cop who tries to solve, or he wants to be the detective trying to solve the mystery. And I thought that it worked well, and I thought that was cool that he did something different than his typical, like, what he's known for role. Even though I like him in those other roles, he's fun in other roles, but I liked him in this one a lot. So he isn't a womanizer in this, which I thought was interesting, and I did enjoy it being different than, like, the other movies I've seen him in. And talking about the cop, the maniac cop, this character is really creepy, and I love the fact that they use lighting to really work and make this effective, because the use of him being out on the streets and, like, in shadow, I think is really cool and really effective. And for this type of movie, I could tell this didn't have much of a budget. It really didn't feel like it did. And I like how they use what they could to make this kind of effective, and I did think that there were effective moments in the movie with the cop just kind of standing there, shrouded in darkness. And I thought that really did make it seem like this movie was more creditable in terms of, like, it had some good effective moments in it. So I did like that. And I won't really spoil it, but there's a really creepy scene in the shower, like in a shower later in the movie that's, like, I think it's a flashback. But, like, there's this really creepy scene in the shower, and I thought it worked really well. Like, it's in, like, a big shower where multiple people could be in. I thought that was really well done and effective. And the acting is fine, but it's silly, over-the-top, cheesy acting. But there's not anything wrong with that. I just think it's what it is. It's exactly what this movie is trying to be. It's a fun, kind of silly horror movie that has some creepy effective moments, but I think that it works for the most part pretty well. I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot. I thought that this was a good, solid, fun, like, kind of slasher from 1988, and it's one that I kept getting talked about to see it. If you guys know who Lieberman is, like, me and him have talked about it, and I finally got to see it, and I'm glad I got to see it. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was good and solid. And I watched the other two sequels, and this one I think is solid and worth watching. So that is my review on Maniac Cop from 1988. Tell me down below what you think of this movie. If you like this, check my links down below for Twitter, Patreon, Letterboxd, my horror group, Horror Enthusiast 101. And thank you guys so much for watching.